Welcome all, Mount Noki here. Another weekend, another adventure. The sun just came up and I've had my first cup of coffee. So I figured I would let you guys know what's going on this weekend. I'm headed down to the lower Illinois River region. It's around Gore, Oklahoma, just north of I-40. I'm gonna check out the lower Illinois. I brought some waders that haven't been used in a really long time. And I may catch some trout.
Paddling against serious current, even in the deep sections. And in these shallow sections, it's really hard to go up. So it's gonna be a sweet float down, but I don't know how much further I'm gonna be able to go up. I think I'll drag my kayak through this slower side, try to take off again over there, and see if I can go up to a few more of these little rock barriers they created for fishing on this river. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to go much further because it's just too much paddling. No rapids, but I mean I'm paddling against that water. I would say is moving 10 to 15 miles an hour. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what they use to gauge the swiftness of water, but it's swift. I'm not making much headway. It's taking forever to go this 1.6 miles. Guys, how's it going? I can barely see y'all. My glasses are fogging up so much. I'm just dripping sweat wearing these neoprene waders and paddling so hard up the current. I got on the other side of these fishing islands and where I can actually catch some slack water. It's the current, it just gets tougher and tougher. You hit these spots where you got to cross the really strong current to get to the slack water to carry on, and it's just, man, it's getting tough. It's getting to where I just can't do it. I pulled my kayak through the backside of this little rocky island thing. Kayak's over there. Pulled it through the backside. I paddled up a lot of it and then pulled it the rest of the way and popped back out to the main channel. Thought maybe it'd be steady, but I pulled out onto the current side, and honestly, I can't even get out and fish here because it drops straight off and it's a lot of current. I'm sure they're advising people not even to float down it today with this kind of flow, and I'm in the way it's going past those trees. And if I was to come around, go up on that side, and go around the back side of that, I mean, I could do it if I had energy, but I've already done 2 or 3 of those, and it really takes it out of me. So it's real pretty back in here though. I'm just gonna turn the boat around and pull it back through all this stuff. But this little area back in here where the water hasn't been churned up yet, it's really nice and clear. Beautiful. Just a beautiful area. I can't believe I paddled in between those sticks and those sticks earlier. Looking at how fast it's going from sitting here, no wonder I was dripping sweat trying to paddle that. Also, check out this. This has got to be the PB for personal best smallest bass this year. Could be ever. It's a beautiful little specimen, but it is not a trophy. Well guys, spot 1 was a big old bust. Lower Illinois River, just so much current, I couldn't figure it out. I mean, I was able to fish a little bit when I floated down. I was moving real quick. I was able to make good casts, but I just nothing, you know. I don't know what I needed to do, but I wasn't doing the right thing. So a couple of different options. It's still really early in the day. I was thinking about heading up to the below Greenleaf Lake, but it's so early in the day, and I think once I recover, That upstream paddle took a little bit out of me, but once I recover, I'll be able to do a lot of paddling. So I'm gonna head down to this place called Dirty Creek and see what I can find down there. Wow, of course. The car alarm goes off right now. This Gore Landing where I'm at, there's not one camping spot. It's insane how many people are. It doesn't feel like the wilderness at all. It feels like the city. So I'm getting out of here. And guys, it is one of them days. I'm now on Dirty Creek. It's nice and quiet. Of course, the wind picks up going this way. So I was headed out, and I think I left a fishing pole sitting right at the ramp where I was packing everything. I kept going back and forth on it, couldn't remember if I left it in the truck or I got it out, because I meant to get it out and take it. And I thought I did, and it's not in the boat, so that would mean I left it at the boat ramp. So I'd already been paddling out about 15-20 minutes. Now I gotta paddle back 15-20 minutes against the wind. So, and it looks like any type of bass fishing or skinny water is gonna be a couple of miles up the creek. So I have plenty of time in the day to come back and do it. I just don't know if I have the energy, so I don't know. I'll catch up with you guys later. It's one of them frustrating days on the water. It's still beautiful though. Nice and warm. Just need to dip my toes in the water and chill out, I guess. Well, I went back to the boat ramp to check on if I left that rod or not, and it's safely locked in my truck up there. So I didn't leave it out like I thought I might have. So I was thinking get it out, but I never did. So instead of going out back where I came, go back in the creek, it was so dirty and flooded and recently flooded. I don't know. I think I've probably gone for miles and just be the same thing. I'm gonna go out to the main channel. There's some cool looking stuff when you go all the way out to the Arkansas River. So I'm just gonna go that way. So that sucked paddling against the wind anyways. Made it out to where Dirty Creek runs into the Arkansas River, or the navigational channel. It's one and the same here. So I see birds coming in and hitting right where the current break is, where the current's moving on past this creek, and then also where the creek dumps into it. It's been tough fishing. Surprisingly, there's a lot of pressure back here. There's a lot of people back in this National Wildlife Refuge, the Sequoia Wildlife Refuge. A lot of people back here. So it's pretty cool. You have to drive down all these farm roads, no fences on either side, just cornfields on both sides. Feel like you're on someone's property, and then you hit these narrow little really nice paved roads and you're in the wildlife area. So it's pretty cool. Can't camp there, which is a real bummer. Sure wish I could do that. I've tried to film a lot, but just not a lot to film. Just out exploring and doing a little fishing, but and then not catching any fish, and the exploring's been kind of in wide open water, you know. I'll definitely put in some clips, but just not a lot going on. Still having a lot of fun though. Kind of deciding between a couple of different things to do next. Well, it's one of them days. I pulled over to fish this pond right next to the interstate, and I got out and heard this hissing noise. Thought it was something from my engine. And my back passenger tire had a big hole in it. So, getting to change tires. Oh, well, I am now at Vian City Lake. There's a bunch of trails around this thing, and there's a boat ramp. So, I might hit the boat ramp. I don't know. There's a ton of people out here fishing, just sitting around. So I don't know. I'm gonna go walk around in the woods in the shade for a while though. I am really sunburnt and had to change that tire, so it's been quite a trip so far. So far, I think the coolest part of this trip is this Vian City Lake trails. These trails are awesome, super beginner friendly for hikers, especially mountain bikers. Not a lot of roots. The turns are nice and gradual and banked. The surface is really nice. The uphills are, you know, they're fast and steep, but they're short, you know, it's one good hill. And this little thing above the rocks. It twists around. It is pretty cool. You can see the lake way down there. This is a neat little joint up here. Definitely worth a stop by if you're flying down I-40. Just like 2 minutes north of Vian. It is awesome. Oh, let's get to the top of this thing. It's a little more technical here. Okay, cool. Tons of signage everywhere too. Overlook loop. I think I will. Grass is growing into it a little bit, but I mean, you expect that this time of year. Wow, these flowers are gorgeous. This is really cool. Huge variety of fauna up here. Pretty impressive. I mean, you've got yucca, you've got spruce together. All these white flowers. It's pretty funny. Pretty gorgeous up here. My only complaint, the same complaint I've had this whole trip. Everything I've been around today has been within a few miles of I-40, and it's one of the busiest highways in America. And man, you can hear those trucks flying up and down it, but that's just being picky. Wow, what an awesome view this is. This is the view, I guess. So right down there is where I was when I was grabbing a sandwich. Right down at that little pavilion. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, this is pretty much the whole lake here. Man, guys, this place is pretty cool actually. I was thinking it was short, but there's plenty of trails here for the hiker or the runner. So it's pretty awesome. I was almost around on the other side back to my truck, and I took a trail and it wrapped me all the way back around, and it connects to another park. So it's pretty awesome. Definitely come check out Vian City Lake. Well guys, it's almost 9 o'clock and I finally have solitude. There's a bunch of people down here, this creek that I'm camping at. Hopefully I'm still in the part where you can overnight camp. Not exactly sure. I know like less than half a mile down there's people camping, and I know that's a camping zone. Dang it, it's too dark. That doesn't help. Anyway, this is an awesome creek here. I waded in it and I caught a bunch of little perch and stuff. People were swimming down there and jumping off those cliffs over there. So pretty cool area in this wildlife management area. I believe it's the Cherokee wildlife management area. Anyway, hopefully no one comes and bothers me in this meadow. Had a long day, so hopefully I can get some good rest. Anyway, I'm gonna eat my leftover fajitas. Check this out. I've got leftover fajitas from last night from a Mexican restaurant. Cooking up there. So, all right guys, well, I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. I'm just sitting here sipping coffee, sitting in a chair right next to this clear creek running by down here in the Cherokee wildlife management area. Kind of starting to break down a little bit. Took the rain cape off to try to dry out. Everything's wet from the dew. Down in these valleys and these big hills in this region around Ten Killer Lake, it gets really cold at night. So that was perfect because it was like 85 yesterday, and I'm wearing, a pullover and sweatpants right now, and I'm super comfortable and slept great last night. Absolutely slept great. So I love it down here. I'll definitely bring the kiddos back and let them swim in this creek and and camp out here and all that stuff. It's pretty great down here. I was gonna head straight home, but honestly, a great night and this great morning, and the food I just cooked kind of renewed my energy. So I'm gonna go back out there and hit one more spot before I head home. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoy this. Hope you enjoy this area. This is awesome. Awesome little swimming hole over there. All right, off we go.
Well, I did a quick stop off at the Highway 10 landing to paddle below Greenleaf Lake. Didn't catch any fish. It was a nice paddle, but just, a quick stop on the way home. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. There's some frustrating moments, but all in all, it was a lot of fun. Beautiful camping area, and I'll see you guys in the next one.